Now we turn our attention to two semi-finals in the men's 1500 metres, both absolutely loaded with talent. First 5 plus 2 fastest losers will progress into Sunday's final. And what a lineup in this first semi-final. The big names, well, Miku, one of the fastest in the world this year. Menangoy, silver in Beijing, 9th fastest in history. Igida so often produces his best. Jake Whiteman, running well for Great Britain. Meshal, really good 3,000 metre runner. Asbel Kiprop, 3 times a world champion, won the Olympic title back in Beijing. There's Filip Ingebrigtsen, European champion. His older brother Henrik was 5th here in London. Younger brother Jakob, a very, very promising young middle and long distance runner. Here's Kiprop, the 3rd fastest in history. He hasn't had a sparkling season by his own high standards, but when he gets it right, he's just so good to watch. Bennetts of Germany did well coming through to the semis. Meshal there, European indoor champion over the 3,000. Andrews, and listen to this for Jake Whiteman. His dad is calling this race on the PA system. Proud moment for the whole family. Igida, bronze here in London and bronze in Beijing. Former world junior champion. Such tactical awareness from the Moroccan. Menangoy, desperate to win this one. He's the fastest man in the world this year, 9th fastest in history. Luke Matthews won his heat for the Australians to qualify for the semi-final. Watch Miku as well, 2nd in the Stockholm Diamond League. Musagala, 11th in the Olympics last year, and Rosmans of Poland on the inside. First semi-final of the men's 1500 metres, only 5 guaranteed a place in Sunday's final. Well, this is absolutely loaded. And as ever, the enigma that is Asbel Kiprop has gone straight to the back. And even in this context, Steve Ovett, with a race loaded with people that he knows can beat him on his day and on their day, Kiprop's not interested at all. He's right at the back.
Yes, he has the ability to rush to the back, doesn't he, Asbel? But then he also has got the ability to come past everybody like he did in the heats and simply just cruise past. There he is. The world champion, the Olympic champion, just very, very relaxed. Ingebrigtsen's going well in first at the moment. Just on his outside, Igida, another good tactician. Meshal, the Spaniard, is in 3rd. So at the moment, the pace looks very, very slow, Rob. In fact, almost jogging.
Yeah, this is pedestrian by their high standards. And you can tell that. Filip Ingebrigtsen looks like he's doing a 2-mile warm-up before a rep session. Igida totally comfortable. Meshal, remember, good win over the European indoors over 3,000. The 3 of them all together. Kiprop's not interested one bit. He's at the back. Menangoy in the middle. Jake Whiteman just taking a little bit of closer order. And Meshal brings a tiny little bit of respectability to the pace. But Igida, he's such a tiger on the inside. He's saying, no, I'm having the inside line here. You can run on the outside. I'm taking the tightest turn here. Ingebrigtsen now stuck on the inside. This is still so slow.
It is, but I think they're all banking on the fact that when it comes to a fast last lap, they've got the kick, and that could be a big mistake. You can see Igida now just losing it. Meshal, the Spaniard, coming through. Ingebrigtsen, Norwegian European champion, on the inside there, and still Kiprop is lingering at the back. He really is just taking it a little bit too casual so far.
Yes, he's within striking distance, but this is going to turn into a real burn-up over the last 700 metres. 2:03, that lap a little bit faster. Whiteman on the outside, but it's Meshal leading for Spain. Then we've got Igida. Ingebrigtsen tucked in on the inside. Don't forget about Miku as well, the Moroccan who represents Bahrain. And a massive shove in the back there. Jake Whiteman has gone back almost level with Kiprop because there was a little bit of bumping and barging as Menangoy, Steve, comes up on the outside to pay closer attention to what's happening at the front.
Yes, Menangoy got a little bit of shove there from Musagala, the Ugandan, but he's come through now. Kiprop's still there, and there's a bit of a problem, I think, for the American Andrews there. We'll have to wait and see.
Andrews has stepped off the track. I think he turned his ankle. they take the bell in this, the first semi-final of the men's 1500 metres. Menangoy has gone storming to the front. Now we get the real burn-up for the first 5 places. Higuita in second. Whiteman trying to come on the outside. Meshal caught the foot of the Australian Matthews, I think. Ingebrigtsen. Miku coming on the outside. Whiteman is well placed. And now comes Kiprop, the 3-time world champion, on the outside. Menangoy really took it on with 400 to go. Miku looks good. Higuita's just beginning to struggle. Kiprop's just giving him a shove in the back. Meshal on the curve. Whiteman needs to mount a charge on the outside because it wasn't quick in the early stages. Menangoy and Miku. Ingebrigtsen trying to find a way through on the inside. Kiprop's coming through, running really well. Meshal and Higuita. So it's Menangoy, Kiprop, Ingebrigtsen, Meshal made it through. And we'll clear up the 5th of the qualifiers. That was untidy, all over the place. Andrews is walking off the track. He's disappointed. There was a lot of barging and bumping going on there. Kiprop, at last, runs a really sensible tactical race. Kept out of trouble, out the way, and came through when he needed to. Really good qualification from the 2 Kenyans.
Yeah, Mangaloy did all he had to do. He's got the speed, Mangaloy, the acceleration, but Kiprop, wow, look, you didn't really expect that sort of performance from the man because he hasn't been shown the sort of form that we expect from him this year. But watch here, he came from nowhere around the back, moved himself into about 6th position, and watch this last sort of 30 metres or so. He just cruises ahead to a point where he knows he's going to qualify. Mangaloy's looking over his shoulder. Ingebrigtsen's on the inside. And those 3 really so far ahead of the rest. They're going to have to wait and see what the other comfortable times are for the others to see if they go through as some of the fastest losers. Well, quickly now back to the 1500 metres semi-final for men. The lineup now just about to come through. There you are. Well, the big names, obviously, Chariot there. Lewandowski, we know he can finish well. Femboy, the other Kenyan, obviously, to work out for. Sesefei, there's a whole host of athletes here that could take it. John Gregorek, I used to run against his father, so seems as if they're keeping it in the family in America. The American goes in lane 1. And there's Jordan Williams of the United States. Nick Willis, we know, twice the medalist at the Olympics, also very, very comfortable when it comes to tacticians. There's Nick Willis. Bronze medal last time in Rio. Nick, great competitor, always there at the right time, knows exactly what he has to do. Chris O'Hare, well, he had a great run, finishing 3rd in the heats. European champions indoors. Now it looks determined, doesn't it? Look at that expression of determination. Femboy there, well, another of these wonderful Kenyans that run the 1500 metres, world junior champion, and he ran 3:28 when he was 18 years of age, just 21 now. Dumas just going through. Al Kaim, another one to watch. Al Kaim of Morocco there. Lewandowski finishes fast. Chariot, the other Kenyan, yeah, if you've got a Kenyan vest on, you're going to be good, aren't you? Halusa we saw running really well in qualifying, and Gregorek of the United States. Well, just 5 to qualify. 2 fastest losers. We just saw the first heat. This the second of the semi-finals. Will it be fast? Look at the moment, they're just looking at each other as they come across. Williams of Australia just moving through there. I think it's one of the Kenyans. I think it looks as if it's Femboy just leading them through at the moment.
Chariot, actually, they do look quite similar. It's Chariot leading with Berglund of Sweden on his shoulder. And remember, Steve, you were really impressed with Berglund in the heats because he front ran his heat and then got swept past by the quick finishers that went through as the fastest loser. And it looks like he's on Chariot's shoulder here, trying to put the Kenyan under pressure because the 2 fastest loser spots at the moment are 3:40, and almost everybody in this field is capable of running quicker.
Yeah.
Little bit of a clash there, Steve.
Clash, but they're not running that fast at the moment. Pretty pedestrian, really. Chariot doing a lead, but not really pushing the pace on at the moment. Berglund just behind him. Halusa just in third there. Very fast finisher, that man. So he's capable of just keeping up at the moment. Dumas in fourth. Yes, another one that can finish this fast. Syria coming through. But the pace really, I don't think as fast as that first semi-final. Nick Willis in the black there. He knows exactly what he's got to do if it's the slow pace. He's moving very comfortably through to about fourth or fifth at the moment.
Dumas in fourth place, you may remember, didn't initially qualify, but he was one of the athletes who tripped and fell flat on his face with 40 metres to go. Talking about the big, tall man from the Netherlands who's just barged his way past Berglund on the inside. He's now in third. The Dutch put a protest in, that's why he's in this semi-final. He's in third with the Moroccan Elkam in second and Chariot leading.
But Chariot's starting to push it on a little bit now. I think he realises that it's been dawdling too much. The 800 metres, well, it's not fast. 2 minutes isn't fast by these men's standards. And Chariot now stretching it out. Halusa just behind, just holding his own. And Dumas just being tracked now by Nick Willis coming through.
It is slightly quicker, not by much, but slightly quicker than the first of the semi-finals. Chariot's doing his best to take this on. Elkam in second, Willis in third, and the crowd just getting a little bit excited because Chris O'Hare of Great Britain has moved through into fourth place, and Chariot's now just stringing this out a little bit.
Lewandowski coming through there, the tall striding pole, as they come up now to the last lap in this second semi-final. The Chariot is there, Elkam is there, Nick Willis tucked on the inside, O'Hare is still there, so the crowd are excited. Lewandowski is in fifth at the moment, that all-important place. Just behind him, Halusa. So these 5 or 6 are charging ahead. Chariot is working hard, Willis is hanging on there, Elkam is there. Those 3. Lewandowski is tiring, or is he? He's trying very hard. Another surge from the Kenyan Chariot, taking it just a little bit further ahead maybe. Nick Willis doing really well, coming on the inside. O'Hare coming through with Lewandowski. So it's Chariot, Willis, Lewandowski and O'Hare coming through. Also coming hard there is the Australian. But at the moment, Halusa comes through just on the inside. He takes it from Chariot, from Lewandowski. Wow. He finished fast in his heat and he came through fast again. 3:38. Well, they picked that up over the second part of the race. O'Hare there of Great Britain will have to wait now to see if he goes through. Pretty close he does. Yes, he comes through in fourth place there in the shuffle that was going on just before the finish. A lot of charging going on just behind, but he gets through comfortably. Let's just look at the finish. Oh, it was close at the finish, but he gets it in fourth place. So good run from the Brit.
The first semi-final of the men's 1500 metres. Menangoy, who got the silver in Beijing, making absolutely certain. So too Kiprop, the defending champion. Ingebrigtsen, Miku and Meshal making sure. Igida, Matthews and Whiteman missed out on automatic qualification there via Whisker.
Well, there's that second semi-final. Halusa coming through right at the very end. Chariot, Lewandowski finishing fast. Chris O'Hare coming through in fourth. But the other qualifiers through this by right. Nick Willis. Well, Nick Willis living dangerously in sixth place. And John Gregorek, the American, just going through as the fastest of the losers. No real dangers, I don't think, there. Maybe Quemboy not making it. But having said that, the rest of the Kenyans have gone through fairly comfortably.